Hi everyone, this is Lisa from Happytohook Creations. Today is Tuesday, September 3rd, 2019. And oh boy, I do have some items to show you. There may be one or two hats that I've already shown you, but as you know, I had a craft show over the weekend. It was on Saturday. And it did really well, and I ended up signing up for 2 more craft shows, one for next month and the other one for November. So now I have 2 in November and 2 in December and 1 next month. So, but that's good. It'll keep me busy. I don't mind. Like, I don't have anything else to do, right? Okay, so before I get started, I'm not going to show you any of my whips. I just have entirely too many. I have had I've had quite the last week. So, yeah, it's been crazy. I do want really quick to thank Ella. And, I spoke with her for a little while. We were texting or messaging back and forth. She was really sweet. So thank you for understanding. I really appreciate that. And she knows I've got, I've just had a lot on my plate. So I don't want to get too much into detail because I do want to show you some of my crocheted items and let you guys know what's going on. But first I want to welcome all my subscribers. I've had several new ones. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for hitting that like button and subscribing to my channel. I do appreciate it. For all the newbies, my name is Lisa. This is Happytohook Creations. I've had this channel 2 years now. And all the items that you see are handmade by me. Something just popped up on my screen. Sorry, I hope that didn't screw things up. I also have a Facebook page, Happytohook Creations, and that's where we chat and share pictures. And I've got a classic movie Cal going on, so please feel free to, binge watch some of the videos so you know what's going on. Man, I don't know. Right now, at this present time, I have 5 children. We are a foster home, and we have 1 child left at home. We have 3 grown children, and our 12-year-old daughter, Abby, will be 13 this month. Oh, these birthdays are driving me crazy. The kids have actually, for the most part, you have your challenges when you become a foster parent, because then you're dealing with the parents, the state, appointments, because 2 of my girls are special needs. So, we work around things, schedules and whatnot. My husband, Jack, and I have been married for 31 years this past June. And I couldn't be happier. Quite honestly, he's everything to me, which leads me to what's been going on this last week. He had a biopsy done, and we find out the results this afternoon. So we're, trying to stay positive, because either way, no matter what news we get today, we do know that health-wise, he's going to have to start eating better. Everyone in the family, it's going to be like a united front, a family thing. Everyone's going to do it. And, it's sad that it takes something like this to kind of make you think, maybe I should be eating better. Maybe I shouldn't have that. You know what I mean? Because everybody has a guilty pleasure. A lot of times it's food, whatever, what have you. But I'm trying my best to not lose it. Sometimes this is what I was telling Ella. I'm like, man, I've got just so much going on. It's like, okay, do I just take a minute, go in the closet and close the door and, scream and cry and do whatever? Or do I deal with it? And I need to be strong for my husband. He is never, and when I say never, please know that he's never sick. It's just crazy. They had to give him an IV. First time he'd ever had one. He's 53, you guys. I mean, well, he'll be 53 on Thursday. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So it was always the running joke, because whenever anything needed to be done or they had to find out history of one or the other, I would always stop and I'm like, let me just have you do my husband first. Everything that you're going to ask him, the answer is no. He's never had anything unless it's, you know, a family history. But him personally, nothing. And I tell him there's only one room or you know, there's only room for one person in this family that has any kind of health issues or taking medication. And that's me. I'm like, we don't have time for another one. Come on now. So that's always been the running joke. So with that being said, and again, I told him I would mention it, but I would not go into detail until we knew exactly what was going on one way or the other. Like I said, things are going to change around this household. So we're going to eat better. Now, I'm down 26 pounds. And I mean, him and I are dieting together. He's actually lost 39, I believe. 38 or 39. Man, I always lose more. It's just sickening. But anyway. So we're just going to continue what we're doing. And, you know, just hope and pray that we have plenty of time to get back on track with healthy weight, healthy lifestyle, and move on from there. So thank you. See, only took 6 minutes of your time talking about non-yarny things. So, but anyway, prayers would definitely be appreciated. Again, his name is Jack. And you guys who have been with me from the beginning, you know who I call him my hubba hubba. He's my hubba hubba. All right. So, what am I drinking? This is Bigelow Lemon Ginger plus probiotics. Yeah, I need this. I do. Okay, so before I show you this, like I said, Saturday, I did have a craft show. And it was really good. This is at the same place that I go every year. So the thing is, this time I sold different items. Like, not too many items were different, but I take my shawls every single time. I don't wear them. You know, I take them. I'll take a few just to show off. You know, people look at them. They see my price, and then some of them don't want to pay, and that's cool. But I sold one. The gray and purple all cotton one that I had, that was the one that I had so much trouble with because I would pull it out and there would be like a long string and it wasn't attached to anything. So I had to contact Hobby Lobby and let them know, look, this particular one is not a good one. So, yeah, but I put it all together and ended up making that shawl. One lady came up. She absolutely loved it. I told her it was cotton and she liked that even more. So I finally sold a shawl. I mean, usually I don't sell them at craft shows, but I will sell them in my shop, which is, yeah, kind of weird, but I don't know. Let's see. Oh, another item. My puff hats. Let me show you. I got one. I have one right here. So this puff stitch hat, like this, I had a burgundy one, and I used all cake. This was made with a sweet roll, and actually most of them were sweet rolls because I think this is the sweet roll spearmint, and this is the only one of the puff stitch hats that I made that does not have a pom-pom. All the rest had pom-poms on them. So this one I did not take because I like pom-poms on the top for these here. And I just didn't, I didn't have any to put on her that I thought looked good. Because I don't know. You know, you have to have a certain color. This is kind of an interesting, and I roll up the brim because it's kind of slouchy. So there's that. And it's just a simple puff stitch and a front post, back post. And so I sold several of those. And also my puff stitch, I made one before here because I sold out, and I hope you can see it. I don't know why I picked this color, but if you can see, like, there's little, I made little puff stitches. It looks like I ran out, so I'm gonna show you. Here's the green. So, and it's just puff stitches all the way around and then a single crochet at the end. And I sold these in sets of 4, and I sold out. So I really wish I had made more. And I made more this time than I have ever made. And, you know, thinking that maybe I'd sell, you know, 2 or 3. But, yeah, I sold them all. I thought that was absolutely wonderful. And the puff stitch, I don't really like doing them with the cotton yarn. It hurts my fingers for some reason. Now, working on a hat is like a totally different thing, which is weird. If anybody else has that same experience, let me know so I know I'm not the only one. I could be the only one. I'm a little weird, so it just depends. So, yeah. So anyway, I sold them in sets of 4. Worked great. Same thing goes with my dishcloths. I had them tied up with ribbon, nice little square ones that were double thickness because I used 2 skeins of cotton yarn together. And then the single ones did well also. And I know I sold lots of puff. Oh, I sold 4 divine hats. And I probably have like 8 to show you. So yeah. So it was I call it a success because this particular one is only $45. It's usually $40 is normal. You pay $5 extra if you want electricity. I always want electricity because, you know, I've got my Square. People can pay with credit card. So I got to make sure that my phone or my iPad is charged up all the time. So I always just pay the extra $5. And I had that made and everything else was profit after it started at 9. And by like 10:15, 10:25, I had already made that back and then some. And just so throughout the remainder of the day until 3, everything that I sold was profit because I take into account the money that I paid, of course, for the bench. If I buy anything to drink there, because they have an Amish lady who comes in and she makes homemade egg noodles to go with chicken. And so she makes chicken and noodles with mashed potatoes, and it's just amazing. She does the same thing in the morning, or she cooks in the morning also, and she makes homemade biscuits and gravy. And Abigail has to have her biscuits and gravy. So everything I spent, plus the you know, the shop money and everything else, was, I believe, $68 and some change. So roughly about $69. And I came home with over 200. So I am perfectly happy with that. And it gets put away until the next craft show. I use that money for anything that I might need to get. And I always have something. So, all right. So with that being said, I'm going to show you some of the colors of the Divine hat. They're the exact same hat, but I made a bunch of colors, and I'll tell you which ones sold because I made duplicates, and you know, well, obviously the ones that didn't sell, the ones I got in my hand. But this is the first one, and I think this one I might have shown already. And these are just scraps. Now let me show you guys because I keep mentioning my little bucket. So I get these at Sam's Club for the kids, and I have 2 more down here. And so when I have my scrap yarn, I put them in there. So I just pick up, like this one, I just pick up one and start making a hat, and whatever I have left, I throw back in there. So, oh, this one sold. It was really pretty yarn. I made a Divine hat out of that, and it sold. That's what was left over out of the ball. But yeah, so that's what I do. It holds yarn really well. So this second hat, this was a knit crate yarn. I cannot for the life of me find the paper, but this was gifted to me or given to me through a swap from Gypsy Rose Crochet in Australia. And I love the way this one turned out. Those colors are awesome. It's nice and soft. And several people picked it up, but no one bought it. But I don't think it's going to last very long because it is just super adorable. So there's that one. This one was some kind of red heart, I think green ombre or something. And it's kind of rough, but I know when it gets washed, it softens up. Nothing like this one, real soft. Okay, so that's 2. This one is another red heart yarn, a little bit softer than the green. And I think I want to put a black pom-pom. I'm going to be putting pom-poms on these because I think they would look really nice. And I have some, they're just really big. And thanks to Mama, oh my gosh, I'm going to mess it up. Mama Hodge Crochet, I believe. She was mentioning that she put snap-on pom-poms on her hats. So I got on Amazon and I ordered some. So, because that was just such a neat idea. And yeah, I think these would look really nice with pom-poms. So there's another one. And this one, it's kind of, you know, it's kind of hard with the colors to see. But there's that one. And this one, there's no name for it. It was just, when you go to Joann Fabrics and you buy yarn in their bag, like a pound of yarn, that's what this was, a yarn of mixed fibers or something. So I just thought it would look really nice as a divine hat, and I was right. I love it. I think it is absolutely wonderful. So I like the colors there. And like I said, I have no idea what kind of yarn it is, just it's soft. It feels like it could be an acrylic wool. So, but I like the way that turned out as well. And this one, I have no clue. This was, I went to a yard sale and she had a bunch of yarn balls that she wanted to sell. So I bought it. And this feels like Bernat babe or blanket yarn. That's what it feels like. But look at those colors. Ooh, isn't that awesome? Abigail wanted this one right away. And it made enough, but I had just a little ball left. It's probably in the living room because I finished this on Friday. But yeah. So, and people picked this one up too, but they wanted one for a little child, and this is an adult. And I don't have, I mean, this is the only one I'm going to be able to make because there was just so little left from the yarn. But aren't those the neatest colors? I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. This one is one of my favorites, and it was, this one I know, it was Bernat, hold on. Yeah, Bernat Pop in Chambray. And so I only used the three colors. Three colors, but there was an even darker color blue that would have been next at the bottom. So, and I didn't have enough to do. I'd already used it, the cake, for several phone cases that I made. And I thought, oh, I should have enough left over for a hat. So I did. And I really liked the way this one turned out. I love the different shades of blue. I think that's really cute. So there's that. And the last one, I made 3 of these. No. Did I make 3? No, 2. Because I bought this. It was on sale at Joann Fabrics when I went. When I got, I think I did a video on it. So this made 2 complete hats. I sold one on Saturday. But it made 2 complete hats. And, oh my gosh. What's not to love about all those colors? Isn't that pretty? I think it was rainbow stripes, maybe. Neon stripes? I'll have to check. But yeah, so there's that one. I made one more. I just... I wanted to see what if I made a little tiny one, right? So, isn't that just the cutest little hat? I just love it. It just makes me happy. So, yeah. And my friend's daughter is having a little boy, so I think I'm going to give this to him. I don't think she'll mind, because, I mean, it does have glitter, but it's just so stinking cute. I love it. And, oh man, I know you're probably going to ask me. I think I used a G-hook, and I'm looking to see how many I put on here. Because this yarn is kind of like, well, it could be a 4. It feels like a 3 to me. So I'm thinking it is probably a 3 weight. But yeah, I thought it turned out super cute. So ta-da! Okay, that's it for that's it for hats. That's all. And just I just have 2 other things for finished objects. I've been making a bunch of these. Just real quick. I don't know how many. I think it's like 7 or 8 rows. And just sewing it up on the ends and popping 2 buttons on it. They had a button sale a few months back, and I just bought a ton of buttons. So, yep. So there's that. And then I made this. I'm trying to use up my big yarn stash from the closet because I have the three big boxes that these shelves came in. And I've got lots of Bernat yarn. Oh my gosh, it's just overflowing. I'm embarrassed. It's overflowing. So I've been, you know, I've showed you the 2 blankets that I made with the Bernat yarn, which kind of eliminated, I think, 7 skeins. So I had 7 big ones. And this one took 1 big one and 2 small ones on either side. Yeah. And I really love this color. And it feels to me like it could be a bathroom mat. But my daughter was like, Mom, no, tummy time. So here it is. I'm going to fold it in half because it is just super cute. I love it. So yeah, I thought they matched really well. It's a little bit darker, but I love the way it came out. And it's super soft. And I think the ends, I really think this could be a bath mat if you put the little sticky things underneath so it doesn't move. But also for a boy or even a girl, girls like this color, you know, it's a good color. I love the green with this blue. It's so pretty. So yeah, so this is a good tummy time blanket. So I might send this to my nephew, who has a little boy that was born in January. And even if it's not, this would be a great mat for nap time because it's just so nice and thick. And it's so pretty. This is why I love variegated, because it just makes such a neat design. I love that it does that. So, whoops, dropping hats all over the floor. Okay, so I made myself a thing so you know what the, oh, okay. So, take another sip of my tea. So, I'm looking through my email. I'm checking it this morning. And I get one from Lion Brand. So I click on it, and they are running the 10 for 10 sale again. So if you are not aware of it, as of this morning about 8:30, I got an email, and it said Lion Brand 10 for 10, and that is what you put in the code. So the code, or the applied discount, is 10 for 10, F-O-R, 10 for 10. So, yeah. I mean, I don't really need anything, but I got birthdays coming up and my daughter's crochet, so I think I will take a look and see what I can find for them, because I'm tired of them coming in here stealing from my stash. It's making me crazy. And I still have, let me see. As you can see, I moved, I got my yarn in a ball. I got those 2, that's Bert and Mary Poppins. I got those from Natalie, and I also moved my mannequin lady up there. I just don't have room down here for her. I'm getting like gifts, and they're laying out all over the place. And you know, you guys, when I have a lot on my mind, I just crochet so crazy. So like I will start a project really quick. I think I got this thing too high. I started a project, and then I would stop and I'd look at something and I'm like, oh, that would make it really good. So I did another thing. So, but with everything going on this last week, no joke, I probably have 15 whips. I've just been picking stuff up, and then I'd roll it up and just put it aside and then pick something up, and oh, it's been crazy. So I really got to quit doing that. But yeah, knowing me, yeah, it's not going to happen. So yeah. I got that done. I did want to show you something that my sister-in-law makes. I told you that she has a shop, or not a shop, but a, well, yeah, because they don't do anything online. They sell on Facebook, and she makes, her and her daughter, one of her daughters, Ashley, they make these cute little globes. I had her make me some of these because I sell minion hats, and so I take pictures with that. I think it's adorable. So she makes those. And she just recently got into making just little tote bags. Nothing real fancy. It's not like a project bag or anything. But I just wanted to show you because it was just a really neat idea. So she got some really sturdy yarn. and put it on this bag right here. And it isn't, it's got a zipper on here. It isn't lined. It isn't lined. She just wanted to, you know, see if what they sell really great. She's always next to me or around me. So, but even though it isn't lined, if you just want to throw some, you know, some yarn in a bag, there's no pockets or anything. But a lot of times I don't use my pockets. That's just me, because I always have like a cute little, you know, satchel or a little zip up bag that has the hooks that I use. But yeah, I thought they were really neat. So she's got several different ones that she has put together and sewn together. So if you would like to check her out, her Facebook page is Old Maid New. And if I remember, because you know how I do sometimes, I'll find her Facebook page and I'll link it below. And that's my sister-in-law. Her name is Jackie Larck. So you see that name, that's what those, she should have some up there for that. I thought that was just really cute what she did. I'm trying to, it's been so, I feel like it's been like forever, because I've got on here and it's just been, you know, for our September movie, which is Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Who doesn't like that song? I love watching that movie with Jack, because when he sings, he's got such a deep voice, and he sings, "Those women were sobbing, sobbing, sobbing," and it's just the cutest thing ever. So anyway, yeah, with that being said, I am going to let you guys go. I still have a lot to do before this afternoon, and I will definitely let everyone know one way or the other what's going on after we ourselves, you know, take everything in. We're going to do whatever the doctor tells him that he needs to do and go from there. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, so if anybody has any other questions, because I'm sure I probably forgot something for my craft show, and I would love for you to put a link or tell me what your favorite Christmas hat is to make, because I had a lot of people asking for snowmen. I didn't have any snowman hats. I had a gingerbread, but no snowmen. Oh, and before I let you go, I know there's like, here's the thing. I have 2 orders going to one person in Costa Rica. So I get to put another dot on my map. So I'm super excited. The kids get so excited when that register goes off, and then I check and see, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's going to Costa Rica. So it's exciting for me. I love it. I've had a lot of overseas sales, and I'm very, very happy about that. So yeah, so I think that's it. If I forget anything, I will definitely put it in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all the new subscribers who are coming on board. If you are not a member of our Facebook group, Happytohook Creations, please join us. We are in the middle of a cow, but you do not have to be a part of it to join. We would love to have you. See what you've been crocheting and what your ideas are. Bring them on. We love it. So thank you all so much, and I will see you when I see you. Happy hooking. Bye.